All right, hey, I'm Frank, and let's talk about packing for that canoe trip. I am healing up and trying to recover from a broken clavicle, so I'm one-armed at this. But here's a nice dry bag backpack that's going to be great for going through a carry. But I love this being in the boat, because even if we don't flip the boat, just the fact that we've got some rain or we've got some water coming in occasionally through your paddling, there's going to be some water potentially in the bottom of the boat. So while you've got that pack there, you certainly want to make sure it's as dry and as sealed up as you possibly can get. So this is a big backpack, but I've got my personal gear in here, my hammock fly, I've got my sleeping bag, I have everything I need, my clothes for the trip, plus I left room in here for my share of the food and my share of the cook gear and the rest of the patrol gear on our trip. So nice big backpack, and it's sealed up really nice and watertight. You can tell that because the air kind of is trapped there. Now you can do this level of waterproofness just with your regular backpack and carpentry or construction grade garbage bags, but that really takes some practice and it takes some testing. And if you're not willing to do this, and the first thing you do on your canoe trip is throw your pack in the water, if you're not willing to do that, then maybe you haven't packed quite well enough. I'd much rather you have your sleeping bag get wet trying this out at home or throwing it in the pond at the state park. People will think you're crazy, but I'd rather have you practice that, dry your gear out, and then on the second day of the trip, if something happens, at least you know you're going to have dry gear to sleep in that night.
Alright, so here you'll see how we have packed our boat, and the goal here is to try and make it so that the boat will stay as level as possible while we are boating through the water. And so what we've done is, since I am bigger than Evan and I am going to be in the bow of the boat, we have packed it so that most of the gear is towards Evan's side of the boat. So that way, when I am in the boat and he is in the boat kind of levels out. Because what we don't want to happen is to have the boat be bow heavy, so that way it is more plowing through the water and not cutting through the water, and the back will then be kind of just waving about everywhere. So this way the boat will be more level through the water and it will be much easier to paddle through the water. What you'll also see that we've done is that we've taken this rope and wrapped it all around and through our bags, so that way if our boat ever was to flip for some reason, all of our gear will still be in the boat and we won't have lost any of it out into the waters, never to be retrieved again. So this way everything is still snug and tight in the boat. Evan, you want to say something else?
As you can see, everything is tied down. Absolutely everything except for the water bottles. So you drink. But everything is tied down and everything is waterproof.
Hey, so guys, is any of this stuff tied down for the duration of the trip and we don't intend for it to come out at all?
So all the packs and bags will come out when we do carries, but this paddle and this fishing pole holder will stay in it because they're secured.
So that paddle, don't you need that paddle to paddle with?
That's the extra paddle.
Oh, all right, yeah, all right. So it's like running your car with a spare. You don't
Just in case.
you just
You
leave
never
that
know.
up out of the way, and it's good to go. That's kind of cool, and that's secured in there. Nice. That looks like a good job, so guys. Before we talk about life jackets, let's talk about where you guys did this. Now we're here on land, we're on rocks and stuff. What you would actually do to pack this on a trip to not abuse the canoe itself.
Well, first we would put the boat into the water and
Empty?
then we would, yes.
Oh, okay. Yep.
We would put it in the water and then we would pack everything in.
Yep.
Might get your feet a little bit wet, but
Yeah. So thinking about that, what kind of footwear are we ready to roll with?
I should not be going barefoot, I can tell you that, because if I don't know what's in the water and I'm going to be stepping on rocks and stuff, I should probably have more like sandals or flip-flops or something on it, so that way I don't cut myself.
Yeah, that's good. You're barefoot because you're here on the Wakpanwi waterfront, but out in the wilderness. And you certainly, probably aren't going to be walking in the water the first day with your hiking boots on. So some closed-toed shoe, like a Croc or whatever, you're going to be at least knee-deep getting this all packed and ready to go. It's great.